Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be the budget and envelope stuffing for the second week in October. It's the week beginning October 11th, and what I'm going to be doing is a little bit different than any other budget that I've done. We had to take a step back this week, and we just really felt like when push came to shove, we owed more money than we were making, and we needed to come up with a new game plan. Like, yes, I'm all for side hustles, but I also have some health issues that causes things to not always go as planned. And so we took this week to just kind of readjust. How can we do our budget differently, and what can we change? So let's go ahead and dive on into this week's video. I'm really excited. Hopefully the numbers all work out. I haven't done this ahead of time, so this might be a little bit messy. You guys are going to be watching me work through this as I go, but I am going to get clear on where are we at, what do we have, and what do things look like moving forward. This week, what we have here is I am going to start with the balance. So all of these with the check mark, those all need to be in the checking today because they're due this week. And so it might be a little bit confusing on the cash that we're pulling out because part of it is cash we have here now. Part of it is just kind of moving things around. So bear with me. This is going to be a cool little budget, but hopefully it doesn't get confusing. So our starting balance is $1,124. That is how much we have in what we had in the checking at the beginning of the week and all of our envelopes. And then we have $894 in salary, and then we did $406 on eBay. So we totally slayed it on eBay this week. It was a really good week to get things figured out and get back on the right track. $2,424 is our total income for the week. Well, I guess that's not a total income. That's our total of what we have to pay out in bills. I'm super excited to share what we figured out for this week and that we have some clarity and I feel like we've got a good plan figured out. So what we have here is we have $817 that we are going to pay our mortgage. For our PNC line of credit, we are going to do $54. This does have $106 due on the 24th, and so that's going to put us on spot for that. We are going to skip Edward Jones, Dominion, and Mazda just for this week. And then SiriusXM, we are going to skip that as well, and then Netflix. But let's go back to here. I am making the Honda payment today, which is $227. Our utilities ended up being $214. The orthodontist is $50, and yard maintenance is $50. His bill is for $50, but we're going to tip him, and so we're going to do $60. So the total here for our fixed expenses . Okay, so that total is $1,422. I do have super exciting news. Let's scoot down to our debt. We paid off our Kohl's card. And so for sake of not putting change in, it was $259.25, but we'll just put $259 and it's paid off. So I'm super excited about that. J. Barclay, we're going to be doing $27. Target, we're going to do $44. And then L. Barclay, we are going to pull out $130. So that is going to be the next card that is due, and we're just getting back on track to have everything situated for next month, which is going to feel amazing. So if you guys can't tell, we're already getting on a better track than we were last month. And hopefully we just stay on this track and that we can get to a point where we are able to get ahead and start saving some money. So I know it's not ideal that we are not saving right now, but you got to be able to pay your bills. So debt is going to be $460. So if we take 24, okay. And so now we're going to come over to our cash envelopes, our sinking funds. Okay, so let me total that up. I just realized I transposed this number wrong because it's like this is not equaling out. So our total up here is actually 2324. Okay, so when you take 2324 minus the 1422 for our fixed expenses minus 460 minus 412, I'm gonna do 0 here. I'm gonna do $30 here. So the fact that I just transposed one number wrong up at the top and then had an extra $30 to save towards our capital or towards our lending club statement is amazing. Okay, so here is our budget for the week of October 11th, the week 2, what we had in our checking and our envelopes to pay all of these expenses this month. We paid off a credit card. I did call and make $30 in medical bill payments, which was amazing. And so here is what it's going to look like for our cash envelopes. So for the PNC line of credit, we are going to take a 50 and then 4 ones. This is how we're going to break down what we need for the cash envelope. So 50 and then 4 ones. And then for J. Barclay, we need 27. So 25, 6, 7. Target is 44. So we're going to do 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. L. Barclay, we are going to do 2 50s and 20 and a 30. So we'll have 130. Lending Club, we're going to do 30. And then groceries, we're going to do 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 25. His spending is going to get a 20. Her spending is going to get a 20. Clothes is going to get 20 and 5. Dog food and vet pet care are going to get 2 20s. Gas is going to be $30. I'm actually going to leave this in the bank. And so I need to remember to move this out of the cash funds because I have a little card that I can use for gas and that has been working so much better for us. 5. I don't spend extra at the gas station besides filling up my tank. So that's not a place where I spend extra and it's hooked to our debit card. So I am just running totals for all of our envelopes. You know what, I wasn't thinking back here. We can get 100 for the Barclay card. Kohl's, it's paid off. I need to put that to checking. Okay, so we're gonna be doing 27, 44, 130, 30, and 412. Okay, so cash is going to be $697. Okay, so we are going to take out a 50 and 4 ones, a 20, 5, 6, 7, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 20, 30, $30 there. Okay, groceries. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 25. His spending, her spending, clothes, dog food, vet care, gas I'm going to leave in the bank. I have a card hooked up directly to my bank account that takes directly out and gives us 10 cents off per gallon, so that makes more sense and saves us more money. So I'm down to toiletries, gifts, and then various medical. I actually have some cash here for part of the cash that we're going to use this week, and I actually know that I have 350, so I'm just going to move this here. We're not going to get any zeros or any hundreds. So this is 150. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. 60 bucks. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 here. And then we've got 5, 10, 11, 12. So if this went right, it will equal 697. 420, 60, 25, and 12. Okay. So this is 440. And this is going to be 70. I don't know what is going on with my math, but I must have just missed counting it up. You guys weren't even in frame for all of that. Okay, so our total cash is $697. We're gonna get out 150 in 50s, 440 in 20s, 70 in 10s, 25 in 5s, and 12 in 1s. I am going to go to the bank and then I will be back for this week's envelope. Oh, I know where there was a problem. I wasn't gonna take 30 out for gas. So this was right. So it's going to be 667. So it's going to be 420 and 60. So 150, 420, 60, 25, 12. Yep, 667. So there is the breakdown, and I will be back shortly with our cash envelope stuffing. Okay guys, I am back from the bank and I'm going to put my envelopes here. I have my money here, and so I am going to go ahead and just separate the money now. Okay, so there we have it. So right off the bat, I went to the ATM. I'm gonna be transparent. The bank was busy and I just needed 2 10s and I wasn't willing to wait in the line for the 2 10s. So I am going to show you guys right here and now. I will be putting $20 in date night and $20 in family because I have $10 left in my date night envelope. We didn't spend anything, and I have $10 left in family. So to have the 10s I need, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And so I don't forget, by that time I'm just gonna put $20 in date night and $20 in family now. I can go back later and be like, guys, what did I do? And then you guys can laugh at me, but I wasn't waiting in those lines just to get 2 10s. I had the rest of the cash here, and instead of pulling it all out, I just left it all in the bank, and then this is what we have remaining. Okay, so we are paying the PNC line of credit $54. So we have 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you look at these numbers this week, it makes me so proud that we are either saving up for envelopes or paying $2,324. Like, we are hitting some big numbers this month, so that feels so good. Okay, so I've got the PNC envelope stuffed, and then let's see. The next one is going to be the J. Barclay. We are doing $27, and actually I didn't get a 5. That was one of the other things, so I'm gonna take this now. I forgot, it was a 10 and a 10 and 2 10s and a 5 that I needed from the bank. So 27, I got 20. Okay, and then I have $27 in the J. Barclay envelope already. I'm gonna be taking that to the bank today to make the payment. Okay, and then next I have Target, we're going to be doing $44. I'm actually going to go to Target in person to pay my bill. I have found it is so rewarding to be able to pay these bills in cash. Like, I paid my car payment in cash this month and it felt so great. Okay, and you guys can see the $44 from last month was in there, and so there will be $88 in that envelope. Next, I am going to be doing 130, so 120, 30 in the L Barclay card. I'm going to be doing 30 in Lending Club. So pretty much after I save, like $35, I'll have our Barclay saved for the month and then really just kind of get back on track. And I'm so excited about all this. It's been a journey. So any of you guys on this debt-free journey, you know exactly what I'm talking about, trying to figure out how to save, how to pay what you have to currently. Like, it's challenging. It's definitely not easy. Okay, so groceries, we get 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. I was trying to talk and count at the same time. That was just a fail. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 25. So part of me wants to share, I am on a weight loss journey. I really need to lose some weight. It would be better for my health, but it just would be better for me overall. But my daughter has some health problems where she needs to gain weight. So we actually think we might be changing how we break up our grocery budget. She is needing high calories. I need low calories, but I crave the food that she wants, or she needs to have the calories that she needs. So I think we're going to spend less on groceries and start an eating out fund that we can just take her like on the daily to go get the food that she's wanting, because we have to keep her calories up. It's a really long story. Maybe someday I'll get into it. I'm doing 20 in his spending. We're trying to figure out how I'm not sabotaging myself in my weight loss journey, but we're supporting her. And she does need the higher calories right now. So what does that look like and how are we smart about it? And that's kind of what we're thinking about trying this week, is splitting that grocery budget into a grocery and eating out, so that she can be getting the calories that she needs without having the high calorie food here. And I mean, this is a life or death matter. She has a problem with her artery collapsing, and the only way to keep that artery up is by your calories, which unfortunately for a 16-year-old teenager is really by eating like high calorie, not as good for you food. I'm sure we can figure out a better way, but like we can only tackle so much at once. So that's kind of where we're going to focus. I just put 20 in vet pet, 20, 25, like I've just been stuffing as I'm sitting here talking to you guys. We're putting 7 in the dentist. My husband has an appointment in December, so hopefully we'll be to where we need to at that point. Medical, we're going to do 25. And he didn't use cash at his appointment, so we've got some money in there. Date night, I did do the 20 at the beginning of our video. Family fun, I did the 20. Toiletries is going to get 30. Gifts is going to get 40. And that does leave 30 for various medical. I did use our card to pay those this month, and so those are already paid. And since I know that I have a $400 payment coming up at the end of the month, I want to put the extra $30 into the Lending Club envelope. So that is what I'm going to choose to, where I'm going to choose to put that money. So then I'll have $60 saved in the Lending Club instead of $30. So I'm actually just going to update that here. Where's my pen? Okay. So I'm going to put added to Lending Club. Okay, so there you guys have it. Now, I know it might feel messy for you guys, but for us, it just feels real. It feels real what it looks like trying to get budgeting. And I'm actually feeling really motivated to sit and spend some time kind of projecting out, figuring out with our income what our next couple weeks look like. We thought we were going to have an extra check in November, like we obviously know we are. We are going to have a 4th check. However, we're still kind of dividing our monthly expenses into 3 and always kind of playing catch up a little. So I might do that differently. I think I'm going to film a video kind of planning out the rest of the year. I know it's not going to be on point, but it's going to be a starting point to figure out where we're at. But for now, thank you for tuning into this week's video. If you guys want to head on over, I'll show you guys really quick. I've got it in the back. You can head on over. I'll put this up in the corner here, but here is our October budget. You can go check and see how I set up the October budget. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.